Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Adam Bradshaw, and this is Talking Coins. With another episode alongside Ben Bradshaw and Zach Anderson, and we're going to talk about some crypto. Oh! Am I the only one that's excited about this? What's going on, guys?
I mean, I love cryptocurrencies, Adam. I'm just as excited as you, if not more excited.
No, I'm more excited than you. All right, so
I'm off the chain over here, guys. Off the chain.
Off the chain.
I know. What are we talking about, Adam? What's on the agenda?
Well, last time we talked about ICOs, and I just started my ICO. I'd love for you guys to invest. No, I'm just kidding. Remember, this
Sounds
show,
like a
we're
scam.
not. We're not.
Where should I send my money?
We're not your financial advisors on this show. If you guys want to invest, that's great. If you don't, then don't invest. We're just talking about what's going on in the crypto world. And one of the important topics to mention, in fact, I saw it on one of your podcasts, was the variety of different types of coins. There's not just one type of coin. There are a plethora of coins. And so I wanted to ask you guys, how many different types of coins are there and what are they? We might not have time to go over every one of them, but let's just talk about some of the most important ones. Ben, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the different types of coins and how many there are?
Yeah, Zach and I have come up with a list, a way for us to categorize different types of coins. We have something like 8 different categories. But that list is not by any means comprehensive. It doesn't cover all the different types. There's too many coins to be able to categorize them all. But at least for now, I think if we focused on 3 or so different types, it could simplify for those out there that are trying to understand what are the different types of coins and how do I understand what's happening with these.
So basically, that you've categorized for us, there's 8, but really there's more than that, right?
Yeah, there's many more than that. At least the top 50 or 100 coins or so, we can categorize them into 8 groups about. But those are really just the 8 groups that we like, I guess you could say.
Yeah, keep out the ones that you don't like. That's the best way to live your life right there. Get away from me, stuff that I don't like.
We're biased. We are definitely biased.
All right, well, what are some of the important types that we should talk about?
I mean, off the top of my head, I would say privacy would be a main category for coins. And by privacy, I mean the ability to send transactions from point A to point B without disclosing your identity or without anybody being able to track your deposit address in any type of blockchain to determine who you might be.
Okay, so
privacy would be a big one.
A privacy coin. Sure. Okay, so Bitcoin, obviously, if you have a Bitcoin account, not everybody knows who's the owner of each account. But every transaction is on the blockchain, right? Are you saying that privacy coins are not on the blockchain?
Well, they're on the blockchain, but they're on the blockchain in a different way. So over time, Bitcoin has become less private. So yes, it is sent when you send transactions, you're only sending transactions to an alphanumeric deposit address or a wallet address. So nobody technically knows who owns that address, but in today's technology, there's data analytic companies that track transactions, and they can track and see, hey, all right, this much traffic has gone to this particular deposit address from these different websites, and they can use analytics to determine to a certain degree of accuracy who you might be or where you spend money, so they can maybe track down your identity later. So the anonymity doesn't exist as well on the Bitcoin network anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that basically, destroys the entire mission of Bitcoin from the beginning, which was to eliminate the third party in a peer-to-peer transaction, right? And so if they can track, or not everybody, but if they have these companies out there that are good enough hackers that they can figure out who's who, then it defeats the purpose, right?
In a way, right? But I'm sure Ben has some thoughts. I know
let me
Ben has
jump
some
in
pretty
here real
good
quick.
thoughts on that. So go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, Bitcoin was originally developed for this purpose of privacy, eliminating the intermediary. But what you just said, Adam, it defeats the purpose of the intermediary. You got to separate those two. Bitcoin, regardless of privacy, Bitcoin is a direct peer-to-peer payment system. Whether it can be tracked or not does not change that. But what we've seen with other blockchain developments, examples like Monero, Pivx, Zcash, Dash, what they do is they have a primary blockchain, and then they have like a private blockchain where you have transactions that actually don't go onto a blockchain at all, but they go into kind of like a cryptographic function that allows the transactions to occur but still be private, so you just can't trace them. It really decouples that transaction from the identity once you jump that privacy bridge.
Okay, so you mentioned Monero as an example of a privacy coin, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking a look at
It's the
Monero.
number one privacy coin.
Oh, so Monero, number one, but they're number 12 on CoinMarketCap here. They're up to $289. Kind of up and down, but let's see here. Wow. Looks like they're doing pretty well even after that whole downfall. It looks like they're coming back up. Maybe worth investing in.
Monero's done really well. And when people say, a good thing to keep in mind when people say that, Bitcoin is used on the dark web, that's not the case anymore for the most part. Most dark web activity is done in Monero. And that's trackable and it's known.
And so that's why you use it, right, Zach? Just kidding.
Absolutely. Big Monero holder, big fan.
No, but I understand.
Got to decouple those transactions, Don't want people knowing where I'm sending my money.
So what are some other examples that you just mentioned, Ben? You said Monero is the number one privacy coin. What were some of the other ones?
Another one that we like is Pivx. They've done a good job integrating the Zero Coin protocol, which is an open source protocol that can be put into basically any software. But the Pivx team has taken that protocol, which was developed by academics with PhDs, and then put that into their source code of Pivx. That's a really good one. Another one is Zcoin. Another one is Zcash. Another is Dash. There's a fair amount that claim privacy that potentially could be broken in the future as computers improve and they're able to compute faster and more efficiently. But at least right now they are private. But privacy is only one of the groups that it's pretty small actually in comparison to some of the other groups. But one of the biggest ones, smart contracts, that is probably the next type that's worth mentioning. And the first thing that should come to your mind when we talk about smart contracts is Ethereum, because we were talking about ICOs in the last episode. Smart contracts are the technology that's allowing ICOs to take place on Ethereum. So a smart contract, the way Zach and I explain it, is it's basically an if-then statement that you can program directly into the blockchain. And that's what Ethereum has built.
So what are the benefits of a smart contract coin, and how does that compare and contrast to, say, a privacy coin? Zach?
Well, when we talk about smart coins or smart contract-based platforms, so the number one thing is the potential use cases for products and platforms like that is pretty much, it's endless. If you can imagine it, you can build it, right? And so people are saying that it could be the future and how business is done, basically automating stuff, not requiring a person in the middle to make a decision, basically programming whatever you want into the blockchain. And if that outcome occurs, then that particular smart contract will self-fulfill. And now whether that's making a payment or sending money to a bunch of different deposit addresses, or whether it's fulfilling a different outcome, that is where smart contract coins become huge, and the potential for them to really change how we operate is what really gets people excited. So that's what makes them different from privacy coins. Privacy coins specialize in pretty much storing value with a good private mentality. I can send it to Ben without anybody knowing that it came from me, and Ben can receive it without anybody knowing that he actually received it. Smart contract-based coins are more oriented to build upon. All right, we have an idea. I mean, in a rudimentary sense, you could say, all right, I want, there's team A and there's team B. If team A wins, the smart contract coin will fulfill and pay whomever bet on team A to win, or vice versa for team B. Right? That's a pretty simple example, but you can do that with any type of financial transactions. So the options are they're out there, and if you can think them up, things could get pretty exciting.
What did you have something to add, Ben?
Yeah, you can use Ethereum for things like games, like apps. There's something called CryptoKitties, which is taken off, which is built on Ethereum that uses smart contracts to where if you send me 100 Ethereum, then you have ownership of the CryptoKitty, which is like an electronic, like a pet that you own and you take care of. And that's based on smart contracting. So
I don't know about that.
Ethereum is just
I have a pet rock. Remember when they sold those pet rocks back in the day? Is that pretty much what the CryptoKitty is a pet rock?
It's a digital pet rock.
It's a digital pet rock.
Sounds kind of crazy.
All right, like Zach and Ben have told us, we've got smart contract coins and we've got privacy coins. And in fact, there's a bunch of other coins out there as well that we want to talk about on the show. But today, that's all we have time for. But if you want to check out more information about these coins, go ahead and check out Talking Crypto Podcast with Ben and Zach, and they'll go into detail about each of these coins and which coins are what as well. That's all we have for today. Next episode, we're going to talk about a few different or more types of coins, because like we said, there's more than just the privacy coins and the smart contract coins. All right, that's another episode of Talking Coins. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch every Monday, where we're going to have a live video talking about the markets and looking at which coins are up, which coins are down, and hopefully trying to analyze why they're up and down. Also, every Thursday, we're going to have another video about what's going on in the crypto world, just talking about the latest news and updates about the crypto world. So thanks for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, maybe comment, and like our video. See you next time right here on Talking Coins.